Hello and welcome to the Auditing Masterclass 2026 with me, Chidambaram. This series is designed to give you a structured, practical understanding of internal audit, not just the theoretical part, not just textbook definitions, but more on how auditing actually works in the real world. Whether you're a student, a new internal auditor, preparing for professional certifications like CIA or CISA, or transitioning into audit from another industry or field, this masterclass will walk you through every stage of the audit lifecycle, from Audit Universe, risk assessment, to planning, fieldwork, reporting, and finally follow up. We'll break down complex concepts into practical steps which you can apply almost immediately. So let's together build strong audit foundations. Let's go. Before internal audit selects what to review, before planning starts, before even fieldwork begins, there is something called the audit universe. If you don't understand this concept, it means that you will not be able to understand even risk based internal audit, because the whole crux of risk based internal audit is based on the audit universe itself. So, in this video, I will explain what an audit universe is, why it matters, and how it connects to the annual audit plan. So, let's break it down step by step. An audit universe is a comprehensive list of all auditable areas within an organization. Think of it as a master inventory of everything that could potentially be audited. This includes a variety of things, um, it, and whatever carries risk, it belongs in the audit universe. And it is the starting point of a structured internal audit itself. So think of this as a master list of all potential auditable entities like legal entities, departments, business processes, systems, projects, locations, IT systems, applications, third party, including outsourcing and various types of sourcing, and finally, infrastructure. Without an audit universe, audits are often selected very randomly, and we can't have that, right? So, what happens when there is no audit universe, and what if when there is an audit universe? When there is no audit universe, things happen very randomly, high risk areas are ignored, poor resource allocation happens, and finally, no strategic planning is possible. On the other side, with an audit universe, we have complete visibility, we have risk alignment, structured coverage, and finally strategic planning. And audit coverage kind of becomes more consistent. It's a very in a very structured manner and it is aligned with risk. So this audit universe shifts the concept of auditing from being a reactive setup to a strategic one. So creating an audit universe requires a structured analysis. You start by understanding the organization structure. Then you review process documentation and policies. You speak with senior management to understand the operations and emerging risks. You review the risk register and previous audit reports. And you consider regulatory or compliance obligations as well. In entirety, you are mapping the organization from a risk perspective. This is what Audit Universe is all about. The audit universe is not just a list, it cannot be just various things which we listed out. Every auditable area is assessed for risk. You evaluate the financial impact, regulatory exposure, fraud risk, operational complexity, IT dependency, and finally recent changes to the organization in terms of the senior management, in terms of the systems change, in terms of the industry or the verticals which have been newly added or removed from the scope. After scoring all of these risks, the high risk areas are prioritized in the audit plan. And this is how we built an audit plan itself. The audit universe should be updated annually, after major system changes, after mergers and acquisitions, when regulations are changing, and finally when new risks are emerging. Now comes the flow. The audit universe feeds into the risk assessment, and the risk assessment determines the annual audit plan. The annual audit plan defines which audits will be conducted during the year. So this is ensuring that internal audit focuses on the area that matter the most and not just which are convenient or at random. So it is more of a structured approach to internal audit per se. If you truly want to understand internal audit planning, you must understand the audit universe. It is basically the foundation of risk-based internal audit itself. Without the audit universe, audit becomes a reactive aspect. With the audit universe, audit is more structured, objective, and strategically aligned to risk. In the next video, we'll discuss something equally important, understanding the business before you start the audit. Because even with a strong audit universe, if you don't understand how the business operates and makes money, your audit may miss the real risks. If this video helped you or you found it useful, kindly like, put your comments and questions, and please do subscribe so that you will not miss the forthcoming videos, which are going to be really exciting. We're going to be walking through the entirety of the risk assessment, the various parts of the audit life cycle itself, which we are talking about, and we are building here the auditing master class itself. So stay tuned. Thanks and bye.